From the high mountains of Plateau to the busiest streets of Lagos, from the manufacturing cities of China to the skyscrapers of New York, everywhere and in between. You just found your new favorite corner of YouTube. Fresh channel, zero filter, maximum vibes. I'm your host, Lassie. So last week we saw the leaked audio tapes of Mrs. Frank Edoho and Nigerian Afro Soul R&B singer CHIKE, and it came after Mr. Frank Edoho suspected his wife of cheating for the second time. The first time it happened was on December 2022, and Mr. Frank actually forgave Sandra, and both of them moved on, only for him and his instincts to, look at things that were happening currently, and he suspected that his wife was still seeing someone outside. So, in the process of that, he decided to slide the phone into her car to, capture recordings and voice notes of whoever she was communicating with. And that was how the tape was leaked. And he claimed also that he wasn't the one responsible for leaking the tapes. The lawyers who were handling their divorce matters were the ones who actually leaked the tape. So, for more of this entertainment gist and political happenings around you, please don't forget to share, like, and most importantly, click the notification and subscribe button. Please help us grow this channel, and we'll always, always, always deliver to you the juiciest and the most entertaining gist. The social media was actually divided when this story broke out last week, and some sided Mr. Frank, while others sided Mrs. Edoho and her estranged lover Chike. And there were accusations, allegations, and I think the one that was almost at the face of everybody was when Mr. Frank Edoho granted an interview to Teju Babyface, and he told him that he was the king of malice. I think that clip was just on the faces of everybody on the internet space last week, and I think that many people took that statement out of context. You know how it is when you grant an interview only for the editor or the host of the interview to just, crop out a part and paste it there. So people never, took time to understudy what really happened that made him make such a statement. Because for me personally, it's not easy catching someone who you call the wife for the first time, and she claimed that she's done cheating, and for her later to go back and start cheating, I think it's a difficult one. Well, as I said earlier, allegations, counter allegations have been flying right, left, and center since that time. And uh, after Mr. Frank made the claim that his wife was cheating, she made a post that he has not been responsible for anything in the family, that she's been the man of the house. Subtly calling Mr. Frank the woman of the house. She subtly did that. And yeah, she said that she's been the one paying the loans. She's been the one paying the loans for his cars, paying the fees, buying the houses, doing stuffs and stuffs like that. But people were backlashes came for her, telling her that, Madam, just the talk, all these things where they talk, there is no evidence to it. So the man talking has an evidence of the claim he's claiming, of what he's claiming, and you are just, beating around the bush. And all of a sudden, uh, we just got a news today that she has released visuals of supposed assault meted on her by Frank, and receipt of transfers made by Frank allegedly on the women he cheap slots. Uh, I'm using her words there. On the women he spent his money with. There's been a lot of back and forth on this issue. For me personally, these are two adults. These are two matured people. They are well exposed in their fields. It would have been a potential power couple, package in Nigeria, but they never held themselves together. They were carried away with little things, little things. For me, advices have been coming, statements have been made telling Frank he made a mistake by forgiving her for the first time, that would have been the end of the relationship. But I see the perspective that Frank was trying to maintain. He was trying to maintain a reputation and his dignity, but I think that all has crumbled to the ground now, because the person that he was actually trying to, cover up and fight for then was not appreciative of his efforts. His wife totally ruined her efforts. Well, for me, I'm going to say, if you really don't love a man, you should talk it out. You all are adults. An adult shouldn't be compelled to stay where he or she doesn't want to stay. They should be able to talk things out for themselves, select where they want to stay, how they want to stay, when they want to stay, and when they want to go. I don't expect an adult to, keep quiet when things are not going in his favor. That's why you have your mouth. That's why you have your partner. Coming out to say that he did this, he did that. I think that everything that Frank was doing after that was just to get at his wife. And there was a possible notion that the wife was was so carried away with the sweet things. She was carried away with the sweet things of life, if I'm to put it that way. She forgot she had a home to build, she had a brand that she would defend. Money is always not everything in life. Money come and goes. I think there was a time that Frank was one of the top TV presenters who earned more in Nigeria, but this day today is not the same. So you seeing yourself as an interior decorator, international interior decorator today doesn't mean that you're going to be there forever. There are some others who are working hard to topple you, and eventually it will happen, if not now, later. So I see no reason why, because you feel you cater for the needs of the family, that maybe your husband is using your money to, flex around. I don't think as a woman um, that needs to be encouraged. And also, on the part of men, the married men, have their own side also to contend with in this matter. If single girls would always deny married men access to their body, I think half of this problem will be solved. I think half of this problem will be solved. And if married women would try as much as possible to make their, marriage work, uh, regardless of the challenges there, regardless of the hardship there. On the side of Frank, he said that he never assaulted her in any way, that it's better for him to keep malice, so to say. I'm quoting Frank now, that he's the king of malice. It's better for him to keep malice than to raise a finger on a woman. And we just saw videos of her today that were flying around social media, showing us bruises where they had fight. We even saw one that she had a cut and it was bleeding, kind of a deep cut though. So I don't really know what you think of this. I would love to hear where you're watching us from. Our comment section is always open. We love you to engage in our gist. Tell us what you feel. Tell us if Frank and his wife would reconcile after this, or you think both of them will go their separate ways. And for as for Chike, do you think that his career is going to blossom, or do you think that he's going to be sober about it? Because he actually, after that, I think it was on Sunday, he went for a film festival, a premiere like a video premiere and in Film House. You understand? So he went for a video premiere in Film House, and there were lots of fans who were eager to take pictures with him after the whole saga. So do you think that as an artist, as a Nigerian artist, you think it's healthy for him? Please let us know in the comment section. We would love to hear from you. Thank you and have a blessed day. The next video comes out in 12 hours. I'm your host, Classy Amadi.